Hi everyone, our journal page, and I'm working again in this journal that I made from 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, boring ones, ugly ones. This one's ugly, and I want to start by covering most of this ugly color. I've picked two paints. I've got sage and linen. I'm going to put a little bit of each one here. Here we go. And I'm going to use a sponge, regular sponge. I'm just ripping a piece. Why am I ripping? Because then I have a unregular shape and I won't have any straight edges, so that's what I'm using. And I'm starting with the darker color, the sage, and I'm just gonna go all over. Now I don't want a complete coverage. I don't mind that some of what's going on will pick, but mostly I want to cover this yellowish shade that I've got on this paper. So I will need more paint. And I can also change the spot on the sponge that is with paint, so I won't have a repeating print on the page. Towards the edges I'm putting more paint. So I've got some kind of framing. And okay, so moving to the linen color. I'm looking for some kind of neutral background. Something subtle, but still with details. Some of the details are picking through, some of the color is picking through. So, and I'm working wet on wet, if I can call it that, so I also get shades in between the two colors that I've picked. I'm going to put just a little bit more paint. Again, this is just until I think it's enough. You decide for yourself. If you also have something that need covering, if you want a solid color or if you want just to cover it partially. Is it okay? Just mixing now, and okay, so I've got this and now I need for this to dry before I continue. I've already picked more colors. I've got some turquoise, a wild green, this one, these are deco art, this one is cranberry, apple barrel. Really doesn't matter the exact shade or brand, just picked something that I like. Most of the time I just put colors next to each other until I get what I like. It doesn't matter if it's acrylic paint or felt pens or markers, whatever. It's almost dry, so maybe, yeah, let's go for it. So I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm just going to play with it, and I'm putting the paints directly on the page like so. Next, this can turn horrible, so let's hope for the best. I think I will wait to put this because I don't want mud, and these are related, so I'm going to leave it be. And I want to smear the paint like this, and I'm debating if I want to use a palette knife or if I want to use a brush. Let's take a brush, whatever will be, and maybe I'll turn it like this just so it would be easier for me. Some, as you can see, I'm doing longer ones, shorter ones. I'm just playing with it. I've got some acrylic booger here. These are old paints. I'm really trying to use them and get rid of them. Here is another one. Okay, so this is a nice start, but I feel like I need something darker. So let's see, I've got this oxide green. This time I'm putting it here on the side and not directly on the page. This is still wet, and we'll see, maybe I will need a darker color. So just taking more paint. Just where I think more variation in the color is needed. There is no manual. I'm just playing. Okay. I want darker. So let's pick another color. What else? Okay, I've got some deep green. I've got this deep green from Renaissance. I've got it for a long time. I can't find this brand again, and I can't find this specific color, and I'm in love with it. So I don't know what will I do when it's when I don't have any more. Now I'm not sure I want to put from the pink color. I'm really liking what's going on here. And as I said, I'm still working wet on wet, so some just mixes together and I like it. Okay, very simple, anyone can do it. There is nothing to it, just play around until you get what you like. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll continue. Okay, so this is dry, and I want to add more details to my background. I love text, or even if it's not readable, so I've got this set of stamps. I think I bought it on AliExpress, and I'm debating using this or this. I want something to go with the rest of the page with vertical motion. I'm going to start with this, with the smaller one, and we'll see how it goes. If not, I will switch to the other one. It really doesn't matter. It can be any element that you want. The only thing I wanted is something that will go with the rest of the movement I've got here. So just stamping. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to add some detail, and I'm stamping this quite randomly. Okay. One more. Yes, calling it done. So first I was planning to do some flowers, and then I remembered that I've got a lot of artificial flowers that I hardly ever use. And so what I'm thinking, I've got all kinds of these flowers, but for using them inside, I need to take them apart. Like if I've got this one, I need to take a scissors, just cut this, and then I can take it apart and decide what I want to use and what not. So I'm thinking of going with this purple. I think it stands out more. Maybe this color will be in the back. Not sure yet if I want this to stay in the middle. We'll see. So now I've got to take apart all these flowers so I can play with okay, here we go. Here is another one. Of course I will need to glue them completely, like an overlap, and just play with the placement until I get what I want. Maybe not this. I think I'll find something else. It will make my journal too bulky. So okay, so I've got a lot of flowers to take apart and decide where everyone is on the page. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've finished gluing the flowers, and I still felt like I need something more, so I went through my stashes of painty papers, found this, and just punched more flowers out of this paper. And now I want to put something in the middle, and I've picked this. These are adhesive flat back like pearls, and I'm thinking of using this. And just so you know, if you have something like this and you don't have the right color, you can always take a nail polish and go over it and make it the color that you want. So I'm using this color for the purple flowers. It's a little bit greenish and it goes with the rest of the background. There is like a strip of adhesive that goes through, and with the scissors I'm just taking it out, so I want to have it on my page, only the pearl, fake pearl. Okay, do I 1, 2, 3, 4? I only have 3 in this color. Never mind. So maybe I'll put from this color also, just change it. It's a good thing it's not a strong adhesive, so I can remove and plant it somewhere else. Okay. Just making do with what I have. Another light blue, and then I have to put some on these flowers. Let's see, not the pink, let's go with the white. And I'll pick maybe the smaller ones for the small flowers. So basically that's my page. I'm just gonna do the center of the flowers, and that's it. So I'm gonna continue, and I'll be back because it's just boring seeing me do the same thing over and over again. I'll be back. Okay, so I finished gluing the center of the flowers, and basically this is it. That's my page. I thought about adding some more details to the back, but I decided that I like it as is. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.